Hey guys. It's day 41, Course in Miracles. Thank you for persevering. If you are called to do the course, um, then you're really doing your life's work. If you're called to Buddhism, then you're really doing your life's work. If you're called to express the Tao, if you are called to, you know what? If you're called to simply be kind, you're doing your life's work. I've been diving quite a bit myself into, and we're going to talk about this with our guest, Steve Fysak, who was an Emmy Award-winning play-by-play announcer for the Kansas City Royals. He's done stuff with ESPN, play-by-play college basketball, professional football, I believe. He also writes historical fiction, and he weaves the themes of A Course in Miracles in his fiction. Going to be curious how he does that and what are the themes that he's weaving in. For him, the big lesson is lesson 193, which is, hey Tom, hey Anna. Lesson 193 is all things are lessons God would have me learn. Everything. The question is, are we learning the lessons? There's only one lesson to learn, that we are not separate from God, that we need to undo our guilt by believing that we are separate from God. Hey Tony. Hi Kat. I love you too. So we need to undo the guilt that we believe we've caused our separation from God. That's the one and only lesson that we need to learn. And there's only one tool to help us learn that lesson, and that's forgiveness. Forgiveness is the great undoing. It's the great undoing. It means it's undoing the ego. The ego is the belief that we are separate. The ego is the belief of the identity that is separate from each other and separate from God. But it's a belief system. It's a construct, a thought construct. Not good, not bad, but it wants to preserve itself. It wants to preserve its own sense of autonomy, keeping itself separate. And yet the Holy Spirit is always saying, remember, remember, remember. Remember who you are. Which the ego doesn't want, so we've caused a division. We're fighting amongst ourselves. We're not fighting amongst ourselves, we're fighting amongst ourselves. Forgiveness undoes the fight. Forgiveness says, I'm tired of fighting and I want to see you for who you truly are. So the question is, are we learning the lesson? Anyone who confronts you, anyone who triggers you, anyone that you know is sensitive, that's your lesson. Be it in a live stream, be it in the workplace, be it within your family, or a total stranger when you're driving and they cut you off. That's your lesson. Do you want to learn it? Do you want to learn it joyfully? Most of us don't, including me. Not all the time. Let's see. Well, Jacobus, Jesus says, ego aim, ego M. Okay. We're going to dive into lesson 41. Oh, cool. It means I am. I like that. Thanks. And that's the same thing God said from the bushes to Moses, right? Lesson 41. We're going to do things a little differently today. I'm going to read the workbook lesson, and then we're going to do a short little meditation on it. We're going to do breath work followed by a short little meditation on it. So you ready? Excuse me, guys. Lesson 41 says, God goes with me wherever I go. Today's idea will eventually overcome completely the sense of loneliness and abandonment all that separated ones experienced. Depression is an inevitable consequence of separation. So are anxiety, worry, a deep sense of helplessness, misery, suffering, and intense fear of loss. The separated ones have invented many cures for what they believe to be the ills of the world. But the one thing they do not do is question the reality of the problem. Yet its effects cannot be cured because the problem is not real. The idea for today has the power to end all this foolishness forever. And foolishness it is, despite the serious and tragic forms it may take. Nothing is bypassed. Deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out to the world. It will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out all of its alliances to them. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness because its source goes with you wherever you go. You can never suffer because the source of all your joys goes with you wherever you go. You can never be alone because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind because God goes with you wherever you go. We understand that you do not believe all this. How could you then learn the truth? How could you, when the truth is hidden deep within, under a heavy cloud of insane thoughts, dense and obscuring, yet representing all you see? Today we will make our first real attempt to get past this dark and heavy cloud and to go through to the light beyond. There will only be one long practice period today. In the morning, as soon as you get up if possible, sit quietly for some 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed at the beginning of the practice period. Repeat today's idea very slowly. Then make no effort to think of anything. Try instead to get a sense of turning inwards, past all the idle thoughts of the world. Try to enter very deeply into your own mind, keeping it clear of any thoughts that might divert your attention. From time to time, you might repeat the idea if you find it helpful, but most of all, try to sink down and inward away from the world and all the foolish thoughts of the world. You're trying to reach past all these things. You're trying to leave appearances and approach reality. It is quite possible to reach God. In fact, it is very easy because it is the most natural thing in the world. You might even say it is the only natural thing in the world. The way will open if you believe that it is possible. This exercise can bring very startling results even the first time it is attempted, and sooner or later it is always successful. We will go into more detail about this kind of practice as we go along, but it will never fail completely, and instant success is possible. Throughout the day, use today's idea often, repeating it very slowly, preferably with eyes closed. Think of what you are saying with the words. Concentrate on the holiness that they imply about you and the unfailing companionship that is yours, on the complete protection that surrounds you. You can indeed afford to laugh at fear thoughts, remembering that God goes with you wherever you go. Guys, we're going to do some breath work if you are ready. Hello, Praveen. Breath work. Hey, Mike. And then we're going to do a little meditation, a short meditation on this idea. So those who are participating, close your eyes. Make yourself comfortable. You can be lying down if you want. It's best to sit up straight, not perfectly rigid, but comfortable. Having that energy flow freely up and down the spine. Bring some attention to your breath. And just notice that you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose with no special or specific rhythm, no effort. Just notice the free-flowing breath gifted to you. And as we think of that gift, that grace, the breath, the life that we're given in this moment, think the thought, God goes with me wherever I go. God goes with me wherever I go. And with that, we're going to breathe in through the nose with that ha breath for a count of 4. As I guide you through the breath work, breathe in through the nose for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose with that ha breath for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. In for 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 2, 3, 4. Let the breath go, allowing it to settle into its own easy and natural rhythm. Sit with your eyes closed, and once more, think, God goes with me wherever I go. Very slowly, each word. God goes with me wherever I go. Allowing any other thought to come and go. Sinking beneath the words, infinite stillness, relaxed. God goes with me wherever I go. Any other thoughts that come by, just notice. If your concentration wanders, gently bring it back. God goes with me wherever I go. Each word being dropped into the stillness of our consciousness, reminding us of who we are, where we truly are. God goes with me wherever I go. Falling deeper and deeper within, touching upon the ultimate reality of who we are, of where we are, the timelessness of when we are. God goes with me wherever I go. And when you're ready, open your eyes, move about, shake it off, and remember that God goes with you, eyes open or eyes closed, wherever you go today. See you in the chat. Namaste, my friends. Hey, Gorgo. Hey, Susanna. Susanna, thank you for dropping the link, my friend. How you manage to balance that on your head is amazing. So we're going to try to do that every morning, that little Course in Miracles meditation. I think Thursday I might do a members only live stream, and we'll do something very similar. Praveen, how you doing today? Daniel, nice to see you. Thank you, Anna. Let's see. DP says, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. Any questions about lesson 41? Any questions about that little meditation? Any something that was useful for you? Let me know. We'll hang out for a bit. And then I'm going to go out and take a walk. The sun is coming up earlier than ever. I think 7:04 today. I always look forward to that early sunlight. It means that there's a better shot of seeing some wildlife out in my neighborhood. This has been a tough winter. I have not seen much. But yesterday I saw my first deer in a while, probably weeks and weeks and weeks. I won't see any beavers until the pond definitely falls out, and I don't know when it's going to fall out. Just says, you look deeply philosophical. Have you ever pondered the age-old question, why fart and waste it when you can burp and taste it? I have, very deeply so. And is it really wasted? Is taste the end-all and be-all of every senses? What's wrong with experiencing the world through the nose, right? Plus, the hearing, hearing a good solid sound emerging from the butt. It's a deeply satisfying experience. Tom, I don't think you've opened to all the possibilities of all of what your senses offer you. So I think that you should take that question. And I think today, experience every single one of your farts on a multi-sensual level. And then if you can do me a favor, come back tomorrow and let me know your experiences. I'd be very curious. Tony says, what's happening today? Today we have a guest. Today we have Steve Fysak. Steve Fysak is an Emmy Award-winning play-by-play announcer for the Kansas City Royals. He is a writer of historical fiction, an award-winning historical fiction author. And he weaves the themes of A Course in Miracles into his writing. So one of his favorite themes from the Course is all things are lessons God would have me learn. Everything. We want easy lessons, right? We don't get to choose the lessons that we're given. As I mentioned earlier, everything, every instant, every situation, every event, and every single person is a lesson God would have you learn. Everyone. Very often we want to turn ourselves into a teacher. And we are teachers, but that doesn't mean that we forget our own lessons. If someone shows in your life and they're pressing your buttons, guess what? They are your lesson. You're not there to teach them. You're there to demonstrate to them that you are learning the lesson of peace, that you are learning the lesson that you're not separate, that you are learning and expressing the lesson of forgiveness. Hey, Nate. Nice to see you. Hey, Anthony. Dolly, how are you? Dolly says, hit the like. I will hit the like. I haven't even hit the like yet myself. Tony says, no. What are we knowing about Tony? Tony, how's your morning going? Thanks for being here, Dolly. Thanks for being here, everyone. So, the meditation, did anyone participate? And was it useful? Tony says, beautiful. My morning is beautiful. Awesome. It's a great way to start the day, isn't it? Anna says, good morning, Nate the Great. Dolly says, Nate, good to see you, lovely soul. I made a backup page. She used to struck my main channel recently. Struck. But they uplifted the strike. Nice. Was it a copyright strike or was it something else? Dolly sends some love to Anna. Everyone loves sending love to Anna. She's a very loving soul. So I'm working on putting a video, one more video from the Tina Spalding collection as I'm working through our whole live stream. Man, I got a whole lot to put out. Months of work ahead of me with more people coming up. But I absolutely love everything I do. If I'm going to be concentrating on long form content. And I hope it's helpful for everyone. Some of the views are on those long form content. Those are the hardest ones to get. Hey, Marlon. Tony says, this way I start every day. I don't wake up. Is that tired or died? What's new, Marlon? I'm glad you wake up that way. I try to wake up every morning with a thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I surrender to the Holy Spirit or Jesus or Krishna, whichever comes to mind in the morning. And I say, I would make no decisions on my own today. What should I do today? Where should I go? What should I say? And to whom? And then I let it all go. And then if possible, I'd like to do with the prayer from the Course, I'm here only to be truly helpful. I read that once a day, but I don't always read it every single morning. We got the backup channel for Nate the Great. Thanks, Nate. Hey, Long John, I was just talking about you. Or sorry, I was just thinking about you. Because we haven't seen you, I guess, for like a week or so. Hey, did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you enjoy it? I started, I think I was about 7 minutes late. Waking up dead would also be a very interesting experience, though. Sure. Zombies do it all the time, and I never hear them complain. Marlon says, okay, tired, but got a workout to do. What are you going to do today? I just have, I have 5 minutes of kettlebell swings. I should be able to get 100 reps of one-arm swings in 5 minutes. What else will I do? I'll do another round of yoga. Probably just swings. Once my, I got issues, bicep, forearm, attachment to tendon, probably a bit of tendonitis or bursitis. It's getting better, not better yet. Once it's better, though, I'm going to add pull-ups back into the mix. Only 3 sessions left in this mesocycle mini cut. How's the diet? Did I miss Anthony? And it says, thank you so much, Anthony. I have been doing good. Thank you. Oh, there he is. Hey, Anthony. Just wanted to stop by to show some love and everyone in the chat, and especially the lovely Anna. Life has been very busy lately. I try to make time when I can. Hope you all been doing great. Hey, Anthony. I appreciate that you stop in, even if it's just to say hi. It's a lovely gesture, and I just want you to know that it's not unnoticed and it's not unappreciated at all. Thank you, my friend. Love you too, Praveen. Thank you. For me, the forearm isolation. What do you mean the last part? I tear? You do any specific grip work? I used to love doing grip work. I used to have the Rolling Thunder, which was revolving bar for one arm deadlifts, very thick, and it turns. So it takes a lot of concentration, a lot of grip strength, a lot of full body tension. So a lot of core strength. I think I worked up to 235 on my, I wish I still had that. The place who made it, Iron Mine, is out of business, unfortunately. And I had the Captain of Crush, the hand grippers, which the Captain of Crushes are infamously notorious for being difficult. It goes all the way from 1, I think, to 5. Very few people have ever closed to 5. And I used to bend nails. Nail bending is a wonderful thing to do. I highly recommend it to everyone as you get back into it. You take pieces of canvas, and you wrap it around either an iron bar or the nail, coming in various thicknesses. And you usually start out by the chin. You bend and you bend and you bend, and then you crush it. It's a weird thing to do, but it's a lot of fun to do. I love bending nails. Long distance, yeah, I had a lot going on lately, especially with the weather. Yep. Hopefully the weather is breaking. Got neck extensions, shoulders, triceps, and forearms. Gotcha. Well, it says interesting. Really helped my tendonitis. Cable and dumbbell wrist extensions, overhead cable wrist curls, grippers, loaded pronations, and supination. I've been doing a lot of band work, and that's been helping. Band curls, band reverse curls, even band overhead presses seem to be helping the bicep. Wish you a beautiful day too, Anna. Tom says likewise. I didn't think it was necessary either, but it did help my elbows a lot. Gotcha. And it says, I can feel my pain in my abs because of the Mike Tyson push-ups. Do you do some, Yogi? I don't do Mike Tyson's push-ups. I have. I'm not doing quite as much body weight stuff. I still do some. I still do burpees to either warm up or cool down. I've been doing Burpee Bandits, his supercharged burpee routine, which is 11 minutes. I don't always do it for 11 minutes. And I do body weight squats. But mainly right now, the focus is on the kettlebells. I'd been away from the kettlebells for a long time, especially competition lifts. They took a back seat for my ultra running, and then when I finished ultra running, I got into high rep body weight stuff to high rep burpees. But now I want to get back into kettlebell sport. Whether or not I get on a platform again, I don't know, but I will maybe do something like home virtual competition or something like that. Long says, I love grip work, Yogi. Grip strength is such an underestimated strength. You know, grip strength is one of the indications of healthy aging. 2 things as we get older that everyone should do. Something for the grip, even if it's just lightly squeezing a tennis ball. For one, squeeze a tennis ball is very good for blood pressure. Squeeze, hold, release. It'll do wonders for your blood pressure. It'll help your grip. Helping your grip is going to be so useful when you're older, when you are opening simple things around the house, opening a jar, grabbing hold of something to keep you steady. It's vital. The other thing, train to get off the floor. You could do get-ups. They used to be called Turkish get-ups. Kettlebell, dumbbell, a shoe, doesn't matter. Hold something, practice getting up and down off the floor. Because one day, you'll fall. Everyone's going to fall. You want to be able to get back up. Marlon says carrying dumbbells vertically is also a good way for different kinds of grip strength. It's also very good full body strength, very good for the core. Do a search on YouTube of Dan John, and he will do farmer's walk, one-arm farmer's walk, rack walk, 2 kettlebells in this position and walking. Overhead walk, what he calls waiter's walk, 1 overhead, 1 in the single farmer's arm position, switch. So you walk 20 yards, 10 yards this way, switch this way. Man, loaded carries, awesome. If you got a sled and a sandbag, go outside, do sandbag shouldering, put it in a bear hug, walk with it, drop it, do some push-ups. Zercher squat, sandbag, walk it in that position, drop it, do some body weight squats. Shoulder, squat, shoulder, squat. Get it up overhead, walk it. Good stuff, guys, good stuff. And it says, used to do kettlebell classes in the gym. Yep, I got a pretty complete kettlebell collection down in the basement. Tom says, I went into training and I'm already nursing an injury. What's going on, Tom? Longton says, I have an old school thigh master. Making Suzanne Summer proud. Hey, Long John, do you remember the bull worker? How about you, Tom? I wish I still had my bull worker. One of the first fitness gifts I ever got from my parents, and I loved it. I got it, I think I was 12 years old. I remember I might have been 11. I got one because my brother had one. My brother never let me use any of his stuff, ever. Guess what? 60 years old, my brother still never lets me use any of his stuff. My parents knew that. So, and they knew how much I wanted to try that bull worker. And I did. Here's the difference between my brother and I. He did it and put it aside. I don't think I ever touched it again, unless I was going to touch it. I did it, and I did it every day, until I got some weights and I started lifting weights. I should have kept with it, though. I should have kept it. I'd love to have it. Because I remember being 11 years old and using the bull worker, and one day flexing and literally thinking to myself, holy cow, I got a bicep. Anna says there's so many different exercises to practice every day. There's so many different meditation practices and breathwork practices, exercises. There's so many different spiritual paths. My suggestion, pick what works best for you. Stick with it. Doesn't mean never switch, but stick with it for a while to get the results that you want. And then if you need to cycle something in or cycle something out or change courses completely, but stick with something. Get the results that you need, particularly meditation practice. Because it's likened to digging a well for water. You want to get water, right? We're using water, that deep stillness of a pool of water, as a reflection of our consciousness. You want to reach that water. So you dig a little bit over here and you look and you go, no water. So you dig a little bit over there, no water. Pick one spot and keep digging and keep digging and keep digging, and you will strike water or oil, whichever comes up first. Tom says, rib re-aggravated an old snowboarding injury. Gotcha. I'm like you, Tom. I have a high mileage body. Marlon says, well, I can't hold enough to do much to my core. But yeah, pinching strength is definitely underrated. Pinch gripping dumbbells, yep. Doing laterals is also nice exercises. It's been a while since I pinch gripped. Marlon says, Long John, to be honest, anything sumo stance and some body weight, and of course, any machine with deep stretch is more effective though. But can you do it while you're watching TV? The genius of the Thigh Master? The first time you realize to actually have a muscle is awesome, isn't it? Like, damn, I got that now. Yeah, especially when you're a kid and you're looking at bodybuilding magazines and you think, how am I ever going to get that way? And this is, for me, this is before it became super outrageous. You know, I could look at I had old bodybuilding magazines. My dad bought me. So I would see Steve Reeves and John Grimmick, Clancy Ross, those guys, and they looked big, healthy, and strong. And I could think, man, if I ate right, if I exercise, if I do what they do, I could look that way. But do I silk cork? No. Do you need a silk cork before you open it? Before you cork something? I don't know. I did not know that. Anyway, you could look at those guys and think I could do that. But nowadays, if you look at any bodybuilding magazine and you think, why would I do that? It looks awkward, blocky, unathletic, unhealthy. It's just not a good look. I don't know why someone would want to be a modern. I'm not a lot of effort, a lot of skill, dedication, but to be willing to put your health at risk, to get a look that just simply does not look comfortable. Give me the old school bodybuilders all the time, every time. Hey, Anima. Keep it simple, my friend. How are you? Keep life simple. Ron says, of course you can do sumo squats in front of the TV. Maybe in your living room, not in mine. Longus says, with working out, it's just like anything else. Something is better than nothing. Yep. And something sometimes leads to more. You're absolutely right. Keep life simple says, I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. If Classic lowered the weight cap a bit, I think they'd look awesome. Keep life simple says, how are you? Life, I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute. My morning live streams are going to be a little shorter. We're going to do that breath work, meditation, coursework, all in one thing. That way you all always will have some breath work in to help you start your day, or in the middle of the day, or in the evening, depending on where you're located. And it helps get that coursework in, and it brings a deep sense of meditation. I hope. Love you too, Praveen. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Praveen. So, Marlon, you like that the classic? Of course, classic does not mean drug free. Does not mean natural, does it? All right. Remember lesson 41, guys. God goes with me. God goes with you wherever you go. Wherever you go. There's no place where you continue and you leave God behind. An impossibility. God goes with you wherever you go, and you get to extend that outwards even further. You get to help other people remember that God is with you and that God is with them. You can extend it to others. Tony says, my life is a living meditation. It's awesome, Tony. That's awesome. Life says, yes, 100. That was lesson 41. Tomorrow, lesson, you might have already guessed this, lesson 42. All right, guys, I love you. Hey, baptized in fire, karma yoga, selfless service, my friend. Marlon says, no, it doesn't. I mean, the test federations are also pretty good, just like the true talents. Almost always hop on the sauce. Tom says, Bhakti yoga, yoga of devotion, yoga of the heart. So I don't know if you've seen some of my thumbnails, and I talk about this quite a lot. I love the thought, an imaginary vision on the battlefield towards the end of the Bhagavad Gita, when after Krishna has imparted the four paths of yoga, traditional paths of yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, he walks off with Arjunan and whispers to him, and there's a fifth path, and it's the path of true forgiveness, but we're not there yet. But now maybe we're ready. So I honestly feel that, I don't like saying one path is more direct than another, because we wake up with the path that most resonates with you. Look at Tom. Tom is a devoted. He's the first to say that, he's a beginner, even though he has been practicing for a while. But the yoga of devotion, what a great, great awakening. Giving everything over to God, every aspect of your life. That's another, I can liken A Course in Miracles to Bhakti Yoga, because we are literally surrendering everything to the Holy Spirit. We're waking up in the morning and say, I will make no decisions on my own. Tell me what to do. Tell me where to go. Tell me what to say, and tell me who to say it to. Is complete surrender to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit can manifest as Krishna, as Jesus, as Buddha, as whomever. It's also a path of self-inquiry, because we are literally asking ourselves, or asking of ourselves, who am I? Am I an ego? Am I fragile? Am I this separate, isolated, fearful self that I think I am? Or am I connected to something deeper? Am I something deeper? And it's also karma yoga. One, nothing transcends karma more fully than forgiveness, because forgiveness refuses to accept that what we see is real, that there's a deeper, deeper reality existing within all of us, and it's innocent, divine. So we see through the action to the reality of the stillness, of the divinity, of the light within another. That's the practice of forgiveness. So it all ties in together. Course in Miracles for me is yoga. We find what works for us. The best thing to do, demonstrate it, teach it. I don't think anyone demonstrates Bhakti yoga as well as Tom. Tom might argue that fact. But for me, I love Tom coming in, because I always know he's going to offer it. I always know he's going to come in with a salutation. I always know he's going to leave with a salutation. I always know that he's going to be practicing kindness and devotion throughout the entire live stream. All right, guys. I love you. I will see everyone later. Do I believe angels or biblical people could be walking earth today and not even know they're those people? I believe that, sure, biblical people could definitely be walking the earth today and not know that they are the reincarnation of that person. Good example of that, get any and all of Gary Renard's books. As for angels, I think angels always know that they're angels. Now, I think an angel can work through another person without that other person knowing that they were an extension of what an angel was trying to accomplish. Thank you, Anna. Highly recommend Gary Renard's books. Gary Renard's books, he claims that really any one of his books, but most specifically The Disappearance of the Universe, can save us 20 years of study of A Course in Miracles. The Disappearance of the Universe, Gary Renard, and I agree with him 100%. It really changed my study of the Course completely. Highly recommend it. You'll get such a keen and deep understanding of the Course. You'll be surprised. Love you guys. Nice seeing you, Long John. Thanks for being here, my friend. Everyone who hung out, participated, thanks for being here. Hey, and sometime in the spring, Gary Renard is going to come up. He told me he would. I don't doubt him. I have no doubt. Maybe I'll reach out for him today. I waited the whole month of January. I waited and did not reach out to him, but now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to reach out. His sister-in-law was up about a month ago. Wonderful conversation. I'd loved hanging out with her. You're welcome, Long John. Hey, Kat can attest what an impact those books can have. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you later.